We've been living here all our lives.
That makes me feel comfortable, right?
Okay, good.
People seem good, quite different, but you good. I myself was an only child. I am a mother. I am a mother of 3 lovely, fine boys. If you just look at me, you can imagine how they love. 17, 15, and 10. And I've been writing for a while. What inspired me to write is, well, I was my mom's own kid. Something like, what use competition that I got to compete against just walked away. Yeah, he left me with something great. But anyway, I was only kid, and I had my little sneaky ways and deviousness. And so, since I didn't have a lot of friends, and all I had was my mom, I didn't want to tell mommy everything, so writing was my way of escape, pretty much. Then I didn't really want her to know how I really feel about some things because, I grew up in that church perspective. And the church girl had to be a certain way. So, after realizing that, as I got older, I started writing when I was 16, 17, but as I grew older, I started realizing that life happens. And sometimes life don't get your permission to change. Most of the time, it don't. I started experiencing things of my own. Different struggles, different hard times, different trials, different adversity, different challenges, different calamities, different relationships, and some odd experience with intimate relationships. But nevertheless, that's how I came about to writing. And I went to church for a normal fashion because that was just the right thing to do. That's what everybody else was doing. Well, one day I opened my Bible and I really started reading for my own understanding and realized, some of this can apply to me and it can probably help me change some things about me. So I started looking at my improvements, things that I need to change. And I know I'm not the only one that sometimes like to blame others because it's comfortable to blame others because it keeps you from looking at yourself. So that's how I came about all this book called To Be Free. My goal for To Be Free is to be free, and I still ain't free because I ain't perfect. I'll probably never get to being perfect, but I'm still not free. I still have some challenges, even now. But the purpose of my book is to inspire someone that no matter what you go through, no matter how tense it feels, no matter how bad it gets, that you can make it. I'm a survivor. And I tell myself every day, I have to encourage myself, I am a survivor. Everybody in this room is a survivor. Because your yesterday ain't like today. And your tomorrow ain't going to be what it was today. So that's pretty much about to be free. Let's get started. The first point I'm going to read is Godly Woman. And a godly woman stems from my own understanding, Christian spiritual understanding from reading the Bible. We all strive, we all are women, and it's just important that you don't be any type of woman, but you be what God originally set you out and designed you to be, and that you form yourself into the total work that He needs you to be. So, a godly woman is like a Rubik's Cube. She's very dimensional. Her appearance is as to a rose. She's beautiful and very essential. Her focus is God and her home. Here's a woman who's not concerned by every circumstance that could go wrong. A godly woman knows what she wants. She knows who she is. She knows where she's going, and she's not afraid of where she's been. A godly woman has confidence, ambition, aim, and poise. She doesn't desire possession. She needs position, quality time, and much deserved attention. A godly woman is never inferior to the affections of this life. She plants godly seeds, and by the heart of man, she is deeply cherished. A godly woman knows how to receive a good man. She knows that he's her treasure, and she's the key. The two make one when walking hand in hand. She'll never disrespect him. give them noise, or cause them pain. She's delivered from strife and that thing that our young folks call game. So, men, keep in mind, a godly woman has distinction. It's more than your financial and material potential. And as cool as you are, a godly woman doesn't need the world's approval to feel like a star. A godly woman is a voice that speaks for herself. Just listen, for music is her heart, and she's an eloquent expression of God's work of art. This is a godly woman made in the image and the glory of God. The next point I'm about to read if, and we all have if days. Sometimes we make mistakes in life and we don't oftentimes realize that our mistakes doesn't define who we are. They just a mere reflection for us to look back as we get to where God intends for us to go. If expression was not counted as a blessing, in my private time, I would wonder, where would I be? If every time I rushed out to God and He was not there, could blind eyes see? If it were not for lives, and if it were not for life's trials and tests that caused my soul to ache, would I be able to trust Him out of love and not hate? If I did not experience the prosperity of a life without sin, would I appreciate the places I have been? If was worth millions, I would be rich. I have material things, but it wouldn't cure my itch. So, no longer is if a challenge because it is off my spirit that I feed. I know where I'm going. I'm following Christ as He leads.
Right.
The next one is called My Only Desire. My only desire is to have an intense relationship with you, one that lasts forever, no matter how many cloudy storms come through. Father, I want every day to be like the first day we met. I want our conversation to be ongoing and full of no regret. I want your love to overflow and empower me. This is my only desire. Lord, no matter how big or small my problems, you said there's nothing you can't repair. You're all I need. Nothing is bigger than you, and no one else can go there. My only desire is to praise, worship, honor, and study you. Yes, 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 Lord. I only long for you. This one is called, Lord, I thank you. Just looking back over my life, where God has brought me from, and I still have not reached my end, but I thank Him for all that He's done for me thus far. I thank Him for every experience. Even if the experience is bad, I still thank Him for it. I have no regret. Lord, I thank you. Lord, I thank you for the rugged road I had to try while trying to understand where and why you called me to go, and for every experience of life that you allowed me to. Let me start over. Lord, I thank you for the rugged road I had to try while trying to understand where and why you called me to go, and for every experience in life that you allow me to use to demonstrate through witness the evidence of you. Lord, I thank you for every tear I shed that exemplifies the persecution and rejection, the nights filled with troubled waters that became my daily bread. Lord, I thank you for healing that reflected the places of stories I never told, as well as quiet storms that burst daily within, that whisper music to these marrow bones. Lord, I thank you for strength, for having made me all I can be in weakness, for allowing me to be a testimony sent by you, making me no longer a slave to the defense, able to deliver the message inscribed in these hands to man. Lord, I thank you for courage, for carrying me through. When I was timid and afraid, you healed the heart that I may behold when Calvary's cross is laid. Lord, I thank you for my enemies though the devil meant to cause pain, agony, suffering, and pity, though he desired to destroy me, while thorns and thistles poked in the side of me. You enabled me to embrace parts of me that spoke languages to blood which purified. Lord, I thank you for purposes molded by design, a great architect of reputation and character, stained but in all things you never changed. Though humbled, the servant never switched pace, as life results obedience of a man required to stay in the race. Lord, I thank you for the spirit-filled man who thirsts to seek your face.
Amen.
And I have one more. Empty me of me.
Amen.
Empty me of me.
Right.
At one point in my life, I had to be empty of pride. Because I grew up only child, and all I knew was, I saw from my mom raising me that, you know, I'm supposed to be independent. If I suffered, if I struggled, I had that idea as the face that I didn't want anybody to see what I was going through. So I thought if I just push everybody aside, push them away from me, it was easier for me to cope when no one would see me. So all they saw was the good, that they'll never see the bad that I had to experience. Empty me of me. As tears fall from my eyes, my soul wonders. My heart is broken. Life blows stronger than the wind. Pieces are falling. God, do you hear me calling? Anger, God, at who? Is it me or is it you? Working to please you, Lord, I long to hear you say, my servant, well done. Tired and sometimes I feel in vain, Lord, am I to be satisfied with the chaos around me? Can one understand the difference between needs and desires? The more I empty out, the more they desire. Like bees seek honey from their nest, I'll seek you, Lord, that in your word I'll find rest. God, you said you would supply all my needs, that you would give me an unexpected end. You have thoughts of peace and not evil for me. Then this, Lord, is what I'm yearning to see. The spirit is constantly willing, the flesh fall weak. Lord, you make my enemies to be at peace and empty me of me. That is it. My books are available for sale. I didn't read all the selections in the book simply because my goal is I hope that you will purchase it and you can just hear my relationship with God and then you incorporate it into something you experience, because we all have an experience, we all have a testimony, we all got a story. And that you just let God minister to you through my words, through my voice. And the book is $12 for one. And I do have a sale which is 2 for $20. But there are gifts for the first 4 people that actually purchase the book, you'll get a gift. And I just want to say thank you for you guys' support in advance. Thank you for allowing me to come and just be on your platform. It's a blessing. I take no opportunity for granted. You know, we don't know where we're going. We don't know why we do what we do. But in the end, soon will be revealed. So, okay.
Well, it is now time for our open mic.
There you go.